Hey folks, it's Rob from Raven Song Outdoors. I'm here today to do a bit of a review for you on this diesel planar heater. It's pretty cool, and I tell you why I really like it. So, as an outdoors person, I was looking for something to keep me warm when the conditions were really chilly here in British Columbia. I go on lots of hunting adventures, and in the winter temperatures can get pretty chilly, like minus 15 Celsius, minus 20 Celsius. I needed to find something that was going to work to keep me warm at night when I was solo camping by myself. In order to do that, I tried a few things. The first thing that I tried was a propane heater, like a little buddy heater, big buddy heater, and it produced a lot of condensation, and it also produces carbon monoxide, which is dangerous. So it wasn't the optimal solution. I found this thing. This thing is a forced air heater. It completely separates the heated air from the exhaust air that is produced through the combustion of the diesel heater, and it works really well. I'm going to show it to you now. So this is the diesel planar heater. It's made by a company called Planar Heaters here in Canada. It's actually a Russian heater. It's got all Russian components, and it's pretty straightforward. Inside of this waterproof container is a diesel planar heater unit. Pretty simple. It's got a little pump here, and it's all enclosed in this waterproof case. This is a vent, exhaust hose, exhaust pipe, and on the back here is a container that holds your diesel, or in my case I run kerosene because I often use this in cold conditions where diesel would normally gum up, and it's better to run kerosene at elevation, or at least that's what I'm being told. This is just an air intake for the unit. So simply what I do is I take this heater and I put it on the ground outside, and it's okay to leave it outside in any weather condition. I had this covered in 1.5 feet of snow when on one of my trips this winter. So you put it outside, you run power to it, and you put a hose that leads into your tent, and next thing you know, you're dealing with warm air, and you're drying your clothes off, and you're relaxing in luxury. I'll set it up now. So I just put it outside here beside my tent. I keep all my hoses coiled up in the back of my truck. This is power hose or power cord. All you gotta do is plug it in. Come on over here. So I just plug it in. This is your thermostat controller. I love the efficiency of this. Again, plug it in. So this is your thermostat. You put it up in your tent, and heater hose. So all you have to do is run this hose from the heater up to your tent. And now I'm ready to go. So all I have to do now is crawl inside my tent and enjoy the warmth. All right, folks, so here I am inside of my tent now. You can see it's a little bit chilly in the air, a little bit of cool temps, and I've got my heater set up right down there. I just run the heater hose into the tent, and the heater's just going through its startup cycle. I just turned the little thermostat on. It's going through its startup cycle now, and in a few moments it's going to start blowing gloriously warm air. I'm not sure if you can hear that. You can just hear the pump starting to fire up. This is a warm-up sequence. So my tent, unfortunately, has some condensation inside of it. It's been stored on top of my truck all winter, and it's been raining for the last couple of weeks. And it's just part of the nature of rooftop tents is you have to air them out every once in a while. The beautiful thing about this particular heater, the Planar diesel heater, is that it actually produces up to 7,000 BTUs of dry heat. So when I'm in this tent, it might be minus 15 out. I might have been hunting in a blizzard all day. And the wonderful thing about this heater is that I can put my clothes in here inside of my rooftop tent and actually dry them off and sleep in comfort. It's pretty amazing. In fact, for me, it's a game changer. I can stay warm and dry. For me, just being warm after a hunt is a big deal, or after an outdoors adventure is a big deal. Having the ability to dry my clothes off after that adventure, it provides me with an enhanced level of safety, which is another advantage. I just love this thing. So you can hear it now. It's just blowing warm air. And I can tell you that during one of my last hunts this winter, it was minus 15 in the Okanagan Valley of British Columbia. And the inside of my tent, I had a thermometer going. It was 18 degrees, and I was roasty all evening watching movies while I was by myself in the backcountry waiting for the next hunt day. So there you go, the diesel planar heater. It just finished its startup cycle. It's now blowing the warm air at me. These things like to run all day or all night. It sips about a quarter of a liter of fuel an hour. So this thing, it will run all night, and it will use only a couple of liters of fuel, and it produces 7,000 BTUs of heat. This is the Planar 2D suitcase heater. It's waterproof. You can leave it outside, and you don't need to worry about it in the harsh elements. If you have any questions, feel free to send them to me. I hope you enjoyed this review.